Man, I messed around and caught the crabs. Now I'm gonna steam them. See, y'all thought I was going somewhere else with that, man. Y'all need to get your mind out the gutter. But look, I do it a little bit differently than a lot of people do. I want my seasoning down in the meat, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it. This is Chesapeake Bay blue crab. So come on, let's see what's happening. Now I'm getting mine straight out the pots. I put 2 crab pots in, let them soak for 36 hours. You may have to get yours live from a seafood guy or seafood market. We got rockfish all out in the water there. I got a fish light right here and right here that come on automatically when the sun goes down, and rockfish are swirling all around. October 1st is rockfish season, but back to the crabs. See, this is how you manage a crab right here. He can't get you. I don't care how big his claws are or whatever's going on. You grab out his back fin right here, he can't get you. But what I do is I flip him upside down. I take a hatchet, and right where that apron is, where that little point is, I get halfway and I do one good chop. So this is what you end up with when you chop it in half. Get up underneath that point, pull that top shell off. Toss it over in the water for chum for your redfish. And I just clean it up. See, this right here, that's your dead man's meat right there. That's your lung. You don't want to eat that. So you just grab it, pull it off. And then you got that right there. That's called your mustard. Some of y'all leave it in there. You can wash it out, whatever you want to do. This is your meat right here. That's where all your meat is. And I can season that down real good with some Old Bay. And I know there's some people that don't like Old Bay, but they don't know what they're doing. Old Bay is the seasoning of choice, but you can use whatever you want. You can use J.O., you can use some Cajun stuff down there from the bayou, whatever you need to use to satisfy your soul. Now, I know I told y'all you can leave that mustard in there, but just me, myself, I consider myself somewhat of a civilized individual, and I don't like to eat a lot of guts, so this is what I got. I gave them a quick rinse, and I put them in there laying up like this. I don't have many, maybe 7 crabs, enough for me for dinner. But you don't want them in there like that. Your seasoning can't get on them. I set them in there and layer them like so. And then I'm going to douse them with some Old Bay. That's right, Old Bay. I know some folks down in Louisiana are probably cringing at what I'm doing here. And I want to season them down real good, right? Just get in there. Don't be scared of it. I'm not going to bite you. I'm going to season them up pretty good there, right? I had the other part of the steam pot in here. I put some vinegar. About a cup of vinegar. You can put a beer in there as well. I didn't tonight. Put your pot on. Replace the lid. Let us steam for 25 minutes. So I've been doing crabs this way, and my family has been doing crabs this way for generations. I remember as a little boy, and my grandma used to cook the crab, steam the crab in the little river cottage, and it gave off this smell of the vinegar and the Old Bay seasoning, and then I just love that smell. And I know it's ideal to steam them outside, but I do it in my kitchen just for nostalgia. I want to smelling that smell just takes me back. This was my family's place, my dad and my mom's place. My dad passed away in January. My mama has Alzheimer's, and I've been put in charge of the estate. Can you believe that? I mean, I was a bottom-out, pill addict, crackhead, and there was a lock on his office door to keep me out of there years and years ago. And I've been recovered for over 15 years now, and now I've got a key to that office. And I'm handling everything, and you know, we want to generate some revenue for the estate. Right now, I'm understanding that this is a liability because it takes money from the estate to keep it going. I want to turn it into an asset and some cash flow for the estate. So we've been working very hard all summer getting this ready to rent. They call it a quaint little drinking town with an oyster problem. You can get oysters aplenty around here. So, you know, I'm just very grateful while I'm you know, miss my father and I miss my mother very much. I'm just blown away, and I'm grateful that they believe in me enough now that I've recovered that I can be put in charge of the estate and handle things for the family. Just what an honor it is. But let's go back in here and see what these crabs are doing. How about that? Now see, that's your finished product right there. Just got them out the steamer. You see how that seasoning and got all into that meat right there? And of course you're gonna get seasoning on your fingers when you're in there handling it. It just makes for a really good eating crab. So I'm gonna let them cool for a little bit, and then we're gonna dive into it and see how they taste. All right, we got these crabs ready, and I'm gonna show you how to, look at that goodness right there. Isn't that something else? Man, I'm telling you what. So I'm gonna show you how to eat it. You see this back fin right here? That's where all the meat, that's the best meat right there. So you take it, I grab it like that, pinch it, pull it out there like so. Now see, that's what you want right there, all that good crab meat. Now I'm gonna take this for one last little swim in some hot melted butter. My God, that is sweet and it is delicious. And you got that seasoning down in the meat. You don't have to fool with any guts. Now I know to each his own. Some people like to dip it in vinegar. Some people don't like to dip it in anything at all. They just eat it. And look, there's gonna be those that prefer to just throw a crab in the pot and steam him whole, and that's all good too if you like fooling with some guts. But if you don't, you want to try a new way of doing it, I highly suggest the Davis recipe right here. As always, folks, don't forget to like and subscribe. We got more stuff coming. I love doing stuff like this and sharing it with y'all and learning as I'm doing it too on some of these recipes. But always remember, be good to yourself. Y'all have a wonderful day.